My faith will guide me.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Can't give up now.
Need to get the quantities just right.
Let's move. Time for discretion. Stay low.
Let's go. It's locked, but I can't spy a keyhole. Some other mechanism must open it.
Someone's reported a theft in this area. It seems you're the likely culprit. What will you do? Your stealing has caught someone's attention. What will you do? Your deflection serves.
On my way.
Let's see here. Mind.
Hear me out.
Mate, it's your birthday. You deserve
Jerez's caress
also has rules.
We are not staying in a brothel.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks, from what I've heard.
And if a patron confuses me for a member of staff,
I'd probably break his nose. Good point.
Yeah, cursed to put my hand on everything.
I found so many victims for Cazador here. They're the kind of people no one would ever miss.
How about
Haven't
the
we lingered
flophouse?
long enough?
It has
We should
plenty of
return
spare
for the
beds.
ceremony.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
I should speak up.
Sir, good, sir. Give me 3 days and... Oh, apologies. Thought you were someone else. Greetings, so forth, so on. How dare you? Accusing an upstanding citizen like me of being a dwarf? I'm a halfling, you oaf.
It is our chance to start over, and I will gladly do so.
Bloomin' hell, you look famished. Have a skeg at these. That should do ya.
We should return for the ceremony.
We have time. The runaway is still missing after all. Nothing happens until he's found.
you lot in. Need at least a document.
Just think, soon we'll feel the sun on our skin. After all this time.
They can turn into mist now. I'm not the only one with new tricks.
What do you reckon, lad? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs?
Aye, it's all right. Well, we can get work repairing them, but
Careful, I bite. Easy.
Lockpicking is a track.
What's next, I wonder?
now what do you reckon, lass? You trust these steel watcher thingamajigs?
Just like old times. Quietly. I wonder.
Tempers are rising.
And these things have stayed interesting. These boots have seen everything. Huh, I'll give it a shot.
Not everyone subscribes.
You've been pulling all-nighters to keep watch.
That shapeshifter's key unlocked the door. Interesting. These tunnels were full of shapeshifters. Father Lorgan's name is written here too. Blood near the bed.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. The blood seems to have dried out over the course of a few days.
There is work to do.
You notice some blood has pooled on the wooden floor. You notice the blood's source. A body hidden under the bed.
Wretched thing. Pull yourself together.
Confuses me for a member of...
I'd probably break his nose.
I know this key. It's identical to the one held by that corpse in the tunnels.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Leon Goldgrind. Murdered by my...
Charming. She mustn't have nursed him enough as a child. Or too much.
Balor. Found his secret. My sweet book killed folk.
The spell's power.
Still alive, so that's progress. No traps, please. More for me.
Are those organs in these vials? Oh.
Never wanted the easy path.
Mate, it's your birthday. You have to cut loose.
The librarian does this thing on the whip, where you're on a fence and...
Jerez's caress also has rooms.
We are not saying in a problem.
Listen, it's got private rooms, music, and all-round pleasant folks.
Exactly. Pleasure isn't just physical, it's a state.
I see.
Forget your worry. A weary traveler. A mere... A sturdy dwarf, a leather whip. She gives, you receive. Or have I misjudged you? Am I? Your eyes tell us it's Fionn you seek, our stern librarian. Well, we've other ways to fill your void. A drink for one, a pair of drow for another. Choose your sin. Murdered! Ye gods, the poor thing! Oh, by the mother of cats, I pray she didn't suffer. I'll miss that face. Else, the regulars will miss her more. They swarmed her like honeybees at the hive. Oh. Losing Fionn slashed a big hole in my coin purse. I should get to replacing her. I have little coin, but I offer sin in abundance. Talk with the Drow twins in the tap room. They're legends among the regulars, almost myths. Tell them they're your gift from the Mamselle, and let them show you why. Anything else on your mind, sweeting? Nisha, our lovely nymph, but she's engaged in the nymph's grotto on the top floor, sweeting. The client's a favorite of hers, too. I doubt you'll be able to tear her away. But we are blessed to have a devil in residence at the moment, a temporary guest. But he asked that I send any potential clients his way. Everyone who's paid a visit looks quite changed by the experience. Indeed he did. Raphael. Exceedingly handsome, and with a voice that could make the foulest blasphemy seem the sweetest hymn.
Insisting on playing his acoustic-looped version of High House of Wonders again.
You're looking parched.
Hells, darling. Another sip, but other hankering for spicier flavours. How about you give me a taste? What'd you say, doll? Have a sit on my lap. Let's see what pop.
Darling, how you set me a quiver. You are a beast among men. No. I shall slake your thirst, dragon.
Hoots! Order up! Another...
Power of the Nine Hells.
That blacksmith
He must have brought so many to us.
I promise, you do not want to know.
Now, that there's a face. What can Hoots do for you, stranger? Ah, forget it. My new brew could drop you in the wink of a spectator's eye. Charesse Caresse, the mamsel's brainchild. Wet you, get the attention you want and avoid the attention you don't. My business is slinging, but you poke some folk hard enough, they're bound to squeal. And Mamselle Amira there looks about ready. Have a look. All set, are you?
Look where
Come to pay your respects to the real lady of the house, I see. What a clever It's your lucky day. I am receiving compliments at this time, and you are most welcome to make an offering. Oh, you are quite correct. I consider them one of my finest features. The unwashed rabble who frequent this establishment have much to learn from your deference. And I must suffer that. But they do say a burden shared is a burden halved. The Drow, two of our most popular courtesans. The night with them seems to be rather life-changing, if you can afford it. Of course, they are siblings, but judging from the throngs of clients they draw, most of the city is as disgusting. Can't you hear from here? They're talking. As for them personally, one never washes and instead douse. That's rather a broad topic. We get all. He dresses fabulously, but stinks of the hells. Something.
I put it on especially.
A scant few customers today. This might end up being the first day in years I end with my hand alone for company.
You keep scaring your regulars off, Zorn.
That blacksmith was paying me to use the clamping vice.
A new face? Looking for another chapter of dirty lore for your biography?
You have but to ask, and we can grant you a moment of pleasure. Don't be shy. Silly. We are the gift. One free ride with me or my brother.
Or perhaps you have greater ambitions yet. Trust me, you don't want to miss my signature Mesobaranzan love trick.
And is that your partner with you? What a gorgeous couple. Perhaps we could come to an agreement. Well, there are two of us, aren't there? Use your imagination.
Enjoy yourself, of course. But I dearly hope you aren't only having sex because we haven't in a while.
Ah, a person of taste indeed. Of course you came back. I never doubted you. Ah, you're lucky, sister.
I'll be a little treat for you, then.
Of course you came back.
Sorry, Pet. I'm not quite comfortable with doing this again yet.
A shame. But either one of us will be ready for you, if you wish to have us.
Gods, you're beautiful. Can we? I suppose we can.
In trouble, sister. Of course you came back. I never doubted you would. Ah, a person of taste indeed.
I barely got a moment's sleep last night. And no, not in a good way.
Was that human boy insisting on playing his acoustic lute version of High House of Wonders again?
Ugh, I hate lute boys. I don't understand why they're such a type for so many.
You have the key to my heart.
Of course you came back. I never doubted you would.
Return to us if you have a lover willing to take part.
There are scant few customers today.
What now?
This might end up being... When the music stops,
let's get going.
You and I, we will continue dancing. Of course you came back. I never doubted you would. Ah, a person of taste. Come hither. We have a room upstairs.
Gods, you're beautiful.
They should all be running.
Through my brain.
Look at me. You need only think of me.
Then that's
I may
2 doses.
2? That seems like a lot.
Birthday boy's just nervous, but don't worry. Everyone at Sharess's Caress is a
Serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Is there anything duller than a loyal dog? I much prefer it.
There is nothing I haven't done. And nothing I won't do. Clients usually choose me over my sister when they're looking for a man of extremes. All of us were deviants in utero once. Tonight, you will be born. We will make a pervert of you yet. Oh, you will learn things you wish you could unlearn. And the lessons will be pure tactile sensation. No sight, only whispers, sighs, and touch. So, tell me, do you want some role play, an unusual sensation, or perhaps my legendary Menzoberranzan love trick? Let's just say, it's not only Dwergar who can enlarge themselves. Incrementum incredibile. I will excavate the very depths of your Underdark.
As the night dances on, he ravages you.
Give me a moment, for pity's sake. You've exhausted me already.
Fate and mine rests on it.
Even if you had it, what in hell's
Can get in.
They enjoyed it.
think?
Let's have a look.
I know he can be set free.
A private word would be nice.
Is there something you want to talk about, my dear? Us. I still love the sound of that.
Floated off into the astral.
I will pay. Serve any foul whim. Name the price.
Rocks for brains. Is there anything?
You must hear me, devil. I will do whatever it takes. Give you anything you ask.
There is only one thing in this world that I desire. You do not have it, and you never will.
The Kithrak? What deal would he make with this devil?
You must help me, Raphael. For the sake of my people.
Hush now, Voss. These guests may not know it yet, but they want the same thing that you do. And unlike you, they have something of value to offer in return.
Lae'zel, Talak Magir. The devil holds the key to freeing the Gith people. Right here, right now. You could seal our fate. Whatever you discuss with this devil, I must hear of it. Find me below in the tap room, once you're loosed from his claws.
I'm glad you came. Not to my door, not yet, but to the final reckoning. One more thing before we begin, though.
For the first time since the Nautiloid, your mind is clear. It's unsettling.
I gave you back your privacy by shutting that illithid in your pocket out of your mind. It can't hear us. I'd ask you to be patient, but you've been patient enough. Now is the time to speak plain. I'll admit, you've impressed me. I wasn't sure you'd make it this far, but no matter how far you come, you're still on the road to ruin. A road that leads directly to a confrontation with the Elder Brain. At best, it will kill you, and everyone else in this city. At worst, it will assimilate you, and you won't have enough free will left to even wish you were dead. You have the key to destroying it in the palm of your hand, though. Very perceptive. Yes. I can give you the means to break him free.
Speak, devil. We're listening.
The Orphic Hammer. An artifact capable of shattering the chains that hold Prince Orpheus is held securely in my House of Hope, even now. Isn't it just? And it's even more convenient that you can give me exactly what I want in return. I want the crown that dominates the Elder Brain. And you, Lae'zel of Kalir, want to free the Forgotten Prince, do you not?
I want nothing more.
Then it is settled, is it not? A crown for a hammer. A bargain of a lifetime, Lae'zel of Kalir. I have craved it ever since the arch-wizard Karsus created it, long centuries ago, and brought doom to the Empire of Netheril. That was the great age of humanity, and Netheril's flying sky cities were the apex of civilization. I was there the day it all fell apart. Entire cities plummeted from the sky like angels with broken wings. The screams, oh, the screams. Hundreds of thousands of people watching in horror as the ground came up to meet them. It was not a happy meeting, and Karsus was responsible. Not driven by malice, but by ambition. He forged a crown imbued with all the powers of magic, a crown that would make any who wore it a god. Men cannot contain so much power. The crown destroyed its creator, and his empire fell with him. Karsus's folly, the bards and scholars call it. I call it hope. The hope of creating a better world, and the perils of unchecked hubris. I knew then that the folly of mortals could be the triumph of devils, and that I could use that crown to unite the Nine under one Archdevil Supreme. Me. The archdevil Mephistopheles snatched up the crown and squirreled it away in one of his vaults. He is not more than a frigid archivist. So much power and potential kept inert. He made a miracle into a museum piece. I raged. But only for a decade or so. Then I waited, ever watching for more than 1,000 years, for a mistake, a mishap, a misadventure. And these chosen, who have caused you so much trouble accidentally, did me a favor. They brought the crown back into play. Yes, it does. Especially when I see what a bloody mess they've made of their whole scheme. They must have raided Mephistopheles' vault. Impressive, I must admit. But they'll be dead soon. If you don't kill them, the Elder Brain will. It doesn't have feelings in the way you'd understand them. But it seems rather angry. It is inevitable. When you destroy the brain, and you will because you must, the crown will be yours for the taking. And when that moment comes, you give the crown to me. In exchange, I give you the hammer now.
A simple transaction, it seems, but it's more than that. He's offering you an alternative to the mind flayer in your head. Take Raphael's deal and you could free Orpheus. With Orpheus free, you would have no need to rely on the Emperor. But there's no guarantee that Orpheus would be on your side. And if you take the deal, you'll have to fulfill it. You'll have to deliver the crown of Karsus to the devil himself. He claims his ambition is to unite the Hells, but can he be trusted to stop there? Do you trust him more than you trust the Emperor?
Skvar! We should do as the devil asks. The Prince of the Comet must rise again.
Right here. You'll find everything is in order. The moment I have your signature, you will have the means to free Orpheus. The hammer. You guarantee the crown will be mine once the brain is defeated, and I swear that I will never use the crown to dominate a mortal. I will come to collect. If you refuse to give me the crown, I collect your souls instead. And then we all gather in the House of Hope. Me dressed in my finest silks, you skinless, hanging from a hook to watch as your world dies. Perfect. One more rhyme, for old time's sake. The master was slain within his own house. They dined on him both, the cat and the mouse. The hammer is yours. You will find yourself in Orpheus's presence before the end comes. When you do, shatter the chains that hold him. Be sure to keep the hammer safe. Until then, your survival depends on it. And I'll keep your contract safe in my House of Hope. I'll be seeing you, and when I do, we dine.
The ink has barely dried, yet you feel a growing disquiet at what exactly you just signed. Perhaps a Diabolus can offer some comfort, or a way out. For a devil's bargain is a hard one to break.